Hello all, welcome back to Dr. Alejandro Gaming here. Today I'm doing a nice little video on Outriders. I've become addicted to playing this game. I don't really want to put out much in the way of gameplay footage. I haven't been doing it on stream or anything else like that. But I did want to show off a build that I've been working on, and it has been going amazingly so far. I've hit the level cap of level 30. I'm currently only at World Tier 13, so I haven't gotten all the way up. I'm now going just to level 40 gear. So I still have to build my world tier up and hit the full end game and get level 42 gear. But I can kind of show things off with where I'm at now with things. And this is the Technomancer, who's normally known as a long-range support. But I have a build that makes it a little bit different. This one is going all the way into Anomaly Power. So we have a huge amount of Anomaly Power, and because of that, I do have on my weapons this Anomaly Enhancement mod. So I receive a passive firepower boost equal to 30% of my Anomaly Power. Basically gives me a pretty high damage boost. Since I have so much AP, it just boosts up the firepower by so much. So yeah, right now I'm getting a bonus 12.9k. So it's a huge amount there. And it's hard to read the stats right now. For some reason, no matter what settings I use, the large stats like Anomaly Power and such are easy to read, but these percentages can be a little difficult to see on screen. And we got some good stats there. But we are going all in on these mods. And this is all based off of the Full Destruction, which can either be a rocket launcher or a minigun, and we go hard onto the minigun. At the moment, base, you get a minigun that does 2579 damage per shot. That will go up once my equipment goes up a couple levels. But until then, it's where it is at the moment. And most of my mods are built off of that. So on my helm, I have the upgraded gun. So when I have the minigun out, it's firing bullets that have 30% resistance piercing to help increase the damage into anything that has resistance. Also, every enemy killed with the minigun gives a bonus 9,000 anomaly power. On the chest, I have Fortify. So active minigun grants me over 57,000 armor. And also I'm getting 16,000 armor and 10% resistance from the second boost. That was more needed before. Now my armor is high enough where with just a minigun out, I already hit the damage cap. I don't really need the damage absorber. But it does help a little bit. Ceremonial Waistcloth is giving me Fixer Upper. So the other skill I make use of is the Fixing Wave. Currently, because I mainly play solo, I'm using the cryo turret. If I was playing multiplayer, I wouldn't have to use the cryo turret, but it helps draw a little bit of aggro, so that's its main use right now. But the Fixing Wave restores health. It's on a really short cooldown now, 13.9. The minigun's on 27.9. And what this has is, I have two abilities for this. This one is activating the skill, increasing my health regeneration by 5% of my max health for 8 seconds. Also, I have Bang for Your Buck, which doubles the amount of base ammo I have for my minigun or rocket. So the minigun normally has 160 bullets. This gives me 320 bullets, which is a lot right there. On the Inquisitor's Gloves, the main thing I have on here is Mr. Fix-It, which when I use the Fixing Wave to heal, I also get 100% armor and 30% resistance for 5 seconds. This, so using the healing, will actually get me up to 100% resistance for those 5 seconds. I don't need the 100% armor boost anymore. I used to, but now my armor is at such a high level, it's not necessary. And the last thing we have for the minigun is activating the minigun grants 20% resistance bonus. So those things together are what gets me to 100% right there. Make sure I do it. This is my current class skill breakdown. Because I'm on a full Anomaly Power build at the moment, I'm going down the Anomaly side with Demolisher. For the Anomaly Power boosts, also the Ordnance skill cooldowns, because that's what functions the minigun. And we want that as low as possible, considering if there are still enemies around when the minigun's out of ammo, I kind of need to just run, hide, get out of the way until minigun's back up, since everything's built on the minigun doing most of my damage. And we did get the capstone, just because we are doing AP stacking with the minigun, and what happens with this is this gives us a little boost to get started. Because we're at our weakest at the beginning until we start killing some enemies and getting our damage numbers up higher. So this gives us that little boost to get a nice little extra bit of damage going. Then I popped up into the middle tree a little bit, getting wipeout, so enemies below 30% health do 20% more damage. Main reason I went up here is just to get the gadget skill cooldowns. I wanted to get both of these. This way, the heal is also on a low cooldown, because the heal ends up being important in some aspects. Sometimes you do take a bunch of damage. The skill leech on the minigun is nice, and it can keep you alive, but depending on where you're at, you may have to, you know, walk around a bit, and you go really slow with the minigun. So you may have to walk around a bit, and having the ability to just do the quick heal on yourself can keep you going. That's especially when you're going up against the human enemies. Against the actual creature enemies, they're no problem. They come right at you, so it's no issue whatsoever. So now we're going to go jump out onto a hunt and show you how that stacking works and what kind of damage you end up getting up to. Alright, so now we can show you stacking on the Start shooting little guys, the smaller enemies as much as possible. You build up your damage. I can kind of ignore that enemy just firing at me right now. It's not really doing enough to mess with me. I don't want to kill that yet. I want to get rid of as many small enemies as possible. Just stack up the anomaly power. Once the anomaly power is stacked up, then I'm okay killing the bigger guys. Alright, we have a bit of damage. So finish you off. Alright, here we go. That's the boss. Ignore the boss for now. Again, keep stacking on the little things. You want as much power built up. So the anomaly power does go away. It feels like it lasts longer than 10 seconds though. But now we got some good damage. Alright, we got another little guy coming. Pull up a little more damage. We have enough bolts to kill the boss either way, so we may as well just get our damage up. Alright, and... hey, the hunt's down. I have a couple more enemies popping up to kill. Ooh, Strixes. Well, they're a little bit annoying. Ah, come on. There we go, Strix down. Let's take a look here. We ended up at 325k anomaly power. It's already started ticking down a little bit. So it does tick down, but we still end up with really great numbers. We were at like almost 20k damage per bullet. Again, overall, when you're doing this, you can end up stacking up to like 10 times your amount, depending on how many enemies you have to kill. But a lot of these hunts, you can easily get 7 to 10 times your normal anomaly power just built up into pure damage, and just makes these hunts so nice and easy. It does work against the human enemies. It's a lot harder, but that's where all the tankiness comes into play, and using the healing ability. It's better against these swarms of little enemies. That's where it's definitely at its best. But thank you guys for coming out. This was a quick look at my build that I'm using with the Technomancer and Outriders. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope people like playing this game. I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite games right now. I'm looking forward to finishing up the World Tier level so I can get up to World Tier 15 and start really working on my end game equipment. Anyway, hope you all have a good one. Talk to all of you later, and have a great day.